Hello everyone, I'm Colonel Matt Scalia, Garrison Commander, Fort Benning. It's about time I gave you an update on where we stand with some of our services reopening for our Fort Benning community. And I'm very happy to share some good news with you all this week. I'll be talking about MWR Services to include gyms, pools, and a lot of the other activities they do, as well as answering some of the questions you all posted from the last video. And then I'll talk about Villages of Benning and the housing services and situation. So first, let me talk about what has just recently opened with respect to MWR facilities and services. The Auto Skill Center is now open. Outdoor recreational and equipment rental is open, as is our library. Java cafes have been takeout through this whole period, but they are now with dine-in. The Benning Club just started its takeout service, but is also starting a dine-in on Monday. Subways have been takeout. They are starting dine-in on this coming Monday the 15th. Zaxby's drive-through and takeout has remained. They will be doing dine-in not until the end of the month. We're thinking June 29th. Golf course and driving range continues to remain open. Car washes and laundromats. Tickets and travel virtually and by email only. In-person appointments will begin on Monday the 15th. Recreational shooting complex has been open for a few weeks now. The playgrounds, walking trails, picnic areas, and ponds are open. I'll tell you, Kings Pond has been refilling. I would encourage you to bring your families out there. It is a beautiful location. Uchi Creek Campground and Marina is open, and it includes the kayak and boat rentals. And Destin Recreation Area is also open. So that's good news. Even better news coming this Monday the 15th, our fitness centers will be open. Now, as with all the others I described, many of them have mitigation measures, maybe perhaps the hours or reduced seating, things of that nature. For the fitness centers, we are only for the soldiers, for the active duty, only from 5:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, we open it up to all ID card holders. Okay, so that is very good news. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see very different procedures in the gym. Okay, it requires a lot of cleaning. It requires a lot of individual discipline by everybody. Please go to the MWR website. They have posted a Facebook page. They've posted a great video walking you through just one of the gyms and what it looks like. But you can expect the same standard at all of our gyms. They have guidance from me. If we have people who are just not obeying the rules, not listening to the managers and the staff there, they will be asked to leave. If they continue to be a problem, they've got the green light for me to close the gym, and then you'll have to answer to your peers. Okay, the mall bowling and the family bowling and entertainment center will be opening on the 15th. Again, another area where there'll be a lot of mitigation measures, but Sergeant Major Rounds and I, Garrison Sergeant Major, have walked through these areas and are very comfortable with the measures they have in place. And all of these, of course, approved by our medical personnel. Bingo will be restarting, and very happy to say lap swim at Carey Pool will be opening up this Monday. Now that's a little different as in normal the past situation. This is going to be by appointment only, and by using the MWR reservation site. So if you go to benning.armymwr.com, you can find the link there to make your reservation. If you're not registered, please do so, because that will help you in making appointments here. Just kind of sets you up. It's the initial application and sets you up for those easy reservations. There will be hour blocks only, an hour in between for good cleaning of all the areas. The locker rooms will be open only for the bathroom use. So we want people in there, get their good swim in, and move out so they can get it ready for the next group. But we're happy we're able to build towards that. Even better, and I got to say more surprising, is that we will be opening up the Breezeway Pool for recreational swimming. We're very happy about this. This will occur on the 22nd of June. And again, it'll be very different than how we've operated in the past. This too will be by appointment. Again, the same website, www.benning.armymwr.com. www.benning.armymwr.com. Making a reservation. It's by family, and what you'll see when you go to the pool is little pods for seating areas for a family, for one household. And from that, you got on the pool, you come back to your area, but it's to minimize that a crossing of people and potential spreading of the virus. For the Breezeway Fitness Center, that is remaining closed. We do want to build towards that. There are some staffing concerns. Should we open it, don't expect it to be 24 hours. If you have a membership, don't worry. What you've paid for will roll over once it does reopen. If you're not going to use it again, MWR will give you a refund. The next will be Child and Youth Services. Great news here as well. First off, we are opening our CDC's, School Age Center, and Middle School and Teen Center services, expanding them on Monday the 15th of June to the 2 additional patron categories, and that is the DoD civilians and active duty personnel with a working spouse. So this isn't what we were able to offer before, okay, but this does certainly help many of you out there, and I appreciate your patience. We are able to do this because the situation has been positive here, but the CDCs will only be at really half capacity. That is why we can't expand it to as many patrons as we used to. We are also have some 2 non-contact clinics for youth sports. We will be starting June 23rd to 25th for ages 7 to 13. Please go to the MWR website to learn more. Again, very controlled. It's non-contact, but it's working on those individual skills for our children. Again, great mitigation measures from the MWR team in allowing that to happen. They're very excited to be able to extend this service for us. The School Aid Center is open for summer camp. Again, please find out more on the MWR website and militarychildcare.com for registration. Okay, let me answer some quick questions from the last video. Somebody asked about the recycling center. The recycling center never closed. It did have to change locations, and that is actually absolutely unrelated to the COVID-19 situation. That was really one more financial and, quite frankly, lack of discipline of many people in their recycling habits. So the new central location is behind the commissary, the far end, behind the car wash there. So bring your stuff. You don't have to sort it, but put in those containers. Please make sure it's rinsed properly. That's where we've gotten in trouble and been unable to keep the previous service as it was. Another question: when can Permanent Party have visitors? Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, no date set yet, no plan yet until we see real numbers drop locally, and that's just not happening right now. So we continue to suspend the trusted traveler and continue to suspend visitors unless it's for those approved reasons, helping in the home, appointments, childcare, things of that nature. So I appreciate your patience. I know it's difficult. We are all feeling that. Somebody asked when the shopette in the building 4, McGinnis Wickham Hall, will open. That's really one, as with many of our businesses, a business decision. We don't have the workforce here in the McGinnis Wickham Hall to justify opening the shopette. It's also a workforce issue often for many of our businesses. Okay, next, now to talk Villages of Benning. This was another question I had some time ago. I apologize for the late reply, but yard sales, especially with the PCS season coming up, a lot of us have things we're trying to get rid of. So Villages of Benning, in coordination with your neighborhood mayors, have set up a plan, and that is the weekend of June 27th and 28th. All neighborhoods will be open for yard sales. I think it's a good controlled manner. It allows us to get the word out so people can shop as they wish, and the rest of us can prepare what we want to sell in an appropriate amount of time. I think that also helps many of you who are PCSing to try to get rid of all that property before you go. Now, this is separate from years past. There's no MWR associated flea market on main posts as we've done, and we're not opening posts for visitors to come on to attend the yard sales. This is really just those who already have access to Fort Benning. Okay. Pools with respect to Villages of Benning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a really tough one, as I've said before. The pools don't have lifeguards. They don't have the staff to try to monitor and keep good measures in place as we're able to do with our MWR pools. So they are still working with their higher management to try to see what might be possible and feasible, but we have really no plan to share with you at this time. For playgrounds, they are currently open. We did reopen them before. I know we shut them down briefly a bit ago. Villages made that decision, and it was just out of some phone calls they had received with some concerns. So out of just some caution, they decided to shut it down, have another relook at it with the medical personnel. We want to make sure our families are safe. But ladies and gentlemen, again, the first line of defense is good, responsible conduct by all of us. I will lastly talk about the warm season, the summer season, and hot and humid here in Georgia and Fort Benning, new perhaps to some of you here, and how to take care of your home. Let's talk the HVACs specifically. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already starting to see a rise in HVAC issues in homes, okay? Not to be surprised by it, okay? There's a certain level of expectation that comes with that. Some of these units are reaching their life cycle, so Villages is working to get back into, which had to be paused because of COVID-19, but get back into preventive maintenance checks. But now that the heat's upon us, I implore you even more than ever to conduct yourselves appropriately. Don't set the thermostat below 72. Allow your bodies to acclimate to the environment. Don't leave doors open. Don't leave windows open. If your unit is not kicking out what it needs to cool your home properly, call maintenance in before you let that hot and humid air in. Allow mold to grow and make those HVAC units work harder. Make sure you're not obstructing vents and you're not obstructing returns. Change your filters frequently. You can get all this information from the Villages of Benning website. If you have any doubt, please just call maintenance. These units require, to work properly, our own discipline and care for them. Okay, so if you help take those simple measures, I think we'll see far less problems across posts, and more specifically, you in your own home will have less issues. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I wanted to update you on this time. I will be back as we have more developments and other services. Thank you for your patience. We'll be looking for your questions and comments and address them for next time. Thank you.